Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Annie and we do everything fitness related on this channel. So today we were talking about lifestyle shifts and how to start implementing healthy habits. We will be hitting 3 different sections. The first talking point is mental health. The second talking point is working out. And the third talking point is eating healthy. Let's get into mental health. So my first talking point for mental health would definitely be journaling. Journaling is something that I've been doing for a while now. It really helps me when my thoughts are jumbled and I just have a lot going on in my head and I feel overwhelmed. It helps me get everything out onto paper and kind of visualize what's going on in my head so I can organize it a little bit better. If you are prone to anxiety or feeling overstimulated, I would definitely recommend journaling. Just getting your thoughts down on paper will help you feel 10 times better. Take it from me. Journaling isn't something that I believed much in until I started doing it, and then I realized that it's actually very helpful. My second talking point kind of is related to journaling in the sense that I didn't really believe in it too much, but it's meditating. Meditating is also another way to focus on your mental health that helps you feel refreshed, just ready to start the day if you do wake up and meditate. I like to search up different videos on YouTube and research like different hertz. They have a bunch of different videos with different frequencies that you can just play in the background, close your eyes, and I just sit in the crisscross applesauce position and then just let my mind wander. Another good way to kind of check in with your mental health is going on daily walks. Getting outside, touching some grass, feeling the fresh air can be really good for the body and the soul, and it gives you some free time to yourself just to be with your own thoughts, enjoy the community around you, and get to explore a little. Another thing about walking is that it's slower paced than a workout, obviously. You can actually relax. It's more of like an active rest. So it is something that is good to do after a workout, just to keep the body moving, keep the legs moving so you're not gonna cramp up later. So my second topic of habits is working out. I currently have a 5-day split. Mondays and Wednesdays are dedicated to legs. Monday is glute focused, Wednesday is quad focused, and then my Tuesday is back day, Thursday is chest day, and then Friday, right now, Friday is range of motion related or stretching, just active recovery. I kind of switch up my Fridays. I have more fun on Fridays. And I kind of like verge outside of my usual workout routine, and that's kind of how I stay interested in going to the gym and just trying new things. One thing that I do want to expand more upon is stretching, rolling out, those like active recovery days. I don't feel like we talk enough about it, but it is so important to make sure that you're stretching your muscles, you're taking the time to roll out, use a foam roller, do some yoga, just get the body moving, but also expand your range of motion. This is because it's gonna help with your gains overall. So for example, your glute gains, your quad gains. The more mobility that you have while working out, the bigger your gains will be. This is because you are stretching the muscle to its fullest capacity and then applying tension at that point as well. This is what's gonna give you those max glute gains, back gains, chest gains, whatever. So branching off of that, make sure you are at least dedicating 1 day a week to fully stretching, fully rolling out. That will help you soothe your sore muscles, and then it will also prevent injury. I can upload some content regarding how to fully stretch, how to roll out. One thing that I also want to talk about is the fact that you don't have to be going to the gym 5 days a week. I just find that works for me. That's what I like to do. If you only want to go 3 days a week, that's fine. If you only want to go once a week, I would say probably go more than that, or else you're not really going to see results. Start at least at 2 days a week to develop some type of habit, and then you can work up from there. Give yourself some time to rest. That being said, if you want to go full into this fitness journey, fine, great, go ahead. But if you go full steam ahead and don't give yourself any rest, don't take any time for recovery, you are going to face burnout. So just make sure that you're pacing yourself. So the last talking point is eating food, and I have a big word of advice at the end, so if you're interested, make sure to watch till the very end. But the first thing I want to touch on is drinking water. Duh, everyone talks about this. Make sure that you are drinking enough water. Little TMI, but your pee shouldn't be bright yellow. It shouldn't look like Gatorade. That being said, it also shouldn't be clear. You can kind of monitor it throughout the day and find what works for you, but I believe they recommend to drink your weight in ounces of water. I could be wrong. If you have a hard time getting your water intake, I would recommend putting some lemon in there. I love it. My boyfriend hates it. I don't know. Another thing I would recommend is replacing any like chips or candies with fruits and veggies. I know that sounds boring, but honestly, you can just go to the store, get some ranch, cut up some celery and dip some celery in there, tomatoes. There's also a bunch of different recipes on Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok that have a bunch of different healthy food options that you can look into that are much better for you than slamming that bag of hot Cheetos. On top of eating fruits and veggies, all that, I do want to mention healthy fats, which is in avocados, nuts. Make sure that you are getting your daily fat intake as well as carbs. They're not your enemy. They're okay to eat. You just have to make sure that your meals aren't carb based. Eat more than bread. Make sure that you have a well-balanced meal, but carbs aren't your enemy. You can eat bread. Just make sure that it is not the sole basis of your meal. Make sure you're getting in some meat if you eat meat, veggies, fruits, some type of protein. And going into that, we got protein. So protein is your new best friend, like it is mine. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, Annie, I've had protein shakes before. I hate downing protein shakes. I hate protein shakes too, but spoiler alert, you can get protein other ways than through just protein shakes. So one thing that I like to do is count my protein. I don't count calories, I count my protein intake. So I'm kind of on this eating schedule. I basically eat the same thing every day besides dinner, which can get boring, but you can switch it up obviously if you meal prep. In the morning, I will have a protein bar, and that's I think 12 grams of protein right there. And then I'll have my Greek yogurt, which is another 10 grams of protein, and then a bagel, which is another 10 grams of protein. And then for lunch, I like to eat tuna. We just get like the little packets of tuna from Aldi. I think they're 17 grams of protein. It's not really filling enough. It's just a tiny packet that I mix with mayo. My boyfriend and I also like to get salmon, and then we just grill it really quick. And then for dinner, it really just depends. Right now we're eating pozole. We just made some, but we kind of just branch out for dinner. We don't really have like a goal protein intake for dinner. It's kind of just, we have meat or fish as the base, and then we usually have grains and greens, honestly, with it. For dessert, my favorite thing, I love ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream to be exact, but we don't really buy ice cream all that often. So if I'm being good, I will eat raspberries and chocolate chips, and that is my go-to snack. If I'm bad, I will probably slam half a bag of Takis, but most of the time we are trying to eat healthy and eat so that we are fueling our body. But yes, I have noticed a huge increase in my gains when I have started increasing my protein intake. I try to go for my weight in grams of protein. So for example, say you weigh 120 pounds, you want to try and get 120 grams of protein. And it's not as hard as you think, honestly. Like I told you earlier, the bagel plus the protein bar plus the yogurt was on over 30 grams of protein right there. And if my goal is 120, I'm a fourth of the way there, and it's only like 10 a.m. We have the rest of the day to eat. Did buy protein powder recently because it can be a little hard to meet your protein count, especially if you're really aiming for your weight in grams of protein. So I would say try to get your protein through food first, and if you find it hard to meet that goal, then you can supplement with a protein shake. If you are eating protein-rich foods, chances are you're not going to be eating junk food, which chances are you're going to get your body right for the summer, and you're going to live that hot girl summer. So in conclusion, we talked about mental health, we talked about working out, and we talked about eating good. So to wrap it up, we're just going to hit a few points again. First point is for your mental health, make sure you are journaling or meditating or doing something that takes care of the mind, because how your body feels is also determined by how your mental state is. The second thing that we talked about is working out. Make sure you're going at least twice a week. Don't overdo yourself though. Make sure that you are pacing yourself and taking your time and not just going full steam ahead. And then the last thing is eating good. So the main point for eating good obviously was protein. If you are eating protein-rich foods, chances are you are going to be eating healthy foods that will fuel and nourish your body, and you will not feel bloated or tired, and you will start to notice changes within your muscle development as well, and just how you look and feel. So good luck. That is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, we will see you soon. Bye. Bye.